this room.
Fuck, the wall's cold too. Shit. Alright, we're gonna try this shit again.
Hold up.
Alright, we're gonna...
Whew. Man, I just look like I just got out of a fucking fire. So I wanted to edit all of this on my PlayStation 5. The thing with the PlayStation 5, though, is it has a limit to how much you can do in it. And, you know, for instance, Share Factory only has a maximum of 80 clips. No, wait, 100 clips and 80 minutes. And I ended up having 112. So this, I have no choice but to put this into multiple parts. Here's how we're doing this. You're just going to have this in the upper... What direction do I point it? We're going to figure it out as we go along. But hope you enjoy the video. Sheesh, I'm already dissociating looking at the comments. So this is me. Just another typical run-of-the-mill Dragoon. And you know, for a while that's all I was. I was pretty much a nobody. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was pretty good at the Dragoon class, but PvE was pretty simple for me. I have a history of playing a lot of MMOs, and I've honestly always revolved around using spear classes, so when I picked up Dragoon, it was pretty much as simple as that. Just do what I've always been doing. You know, I'm pretty good at what I do. You know, I carry most PvE dungeons and whatnot. And, you know, I don't really do Infinite Tower like that. I mean, I've gone up to 200, but by the time I get to that point, I'm just bored as hell. Because, you know, I already have endgame gear on, so I just do stuff with other people. That's about it. That was the extent of my existence for a very long time. I contemplated just being a complaining channel.
Alright, so on today's episode of What the Fuck is Wrong with People, we're gonna craft a Zero Spear. This is just an example Zero Spear. It's more of a concept. So like, I'm trying to make this concept spear, right? I wanted to have vampiric, but the problem is, I can't select the vampiric I actually want. See that? Now people are gonna tell me to just buy a mouse, but yeah, I got one. Go fuck yourself. That's not the fucking point. The point is, I shouldn't have to have a mouse. I'm on console. I should not have to have a computer set up if I'm on console. I have a controller. Why can't I use the controller to select basic shit? You know? That's kind of fucked up. Maybe somebody should look into that.
Now, you won't exactly know this about me because it took me exactly 2 years to get to this point, but I'm actually a pretty competitive player. I actually have a previous channel where I used to dominate a lot of mobile games, and I'm pretty versed in, you know, breaking meta builds and whatnot, but I mostly use my powers to just, like, vibe in the arena. I'm not scared to fight, it's just PvP is fucking stupid in this game. Like, World Zero is literally the only game in the world where melee classes take more precision and aim than the motherfucker with a bow and arrow, so, like, I avoid it quite often. Especially in a game like this, where so much shit can happen at a single point in time, and literally only 1% of the population will ever understand what is happening. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna stay away from combat, but I will, you know, fight if I have to, or people won't leave me alone, or they're killing the vibe. Like this fucking Light of Mage right here. Like, fuck these characters. But I'm not necessarily bad at PvP in this game, it's just, look how much shit that happens to me on a regular basis. It's like, I get fucking nuked left and right when I'm just chilling. I'm typing and stuff, and it's like people just come out of nowhere and just start fucking ganging up on you with like 7 different status ailments at once. And then it hits me, this is bullshit. Because every time I want to retaliate, something either doesn't work as intended or just doesn't work, period.
So I'm just trying to see if Poisonous Thorns is ever gonna proc, by the way. I don't think it's gonna. Okay.
And at some point, it just got so frustrating because I'm going down there, I'm trying so many different builds, I'm trying damage reduction, I'm trying different kinds of heals. I've even tried to figure out what I'm doing wrong on the PvP side just to realize there's something so simple you can do to make Dragoon hit like a piece of paper.
Out of as many times as I stunned that motherfucker in place, name one time I actually hit the full fucking thing.
And it's like, so now I gotta do some thinking. What is something everyone is using that is killing everything? And then it hits me. It's status effects. The curse, the poison, the burns, the shock. That's what's killing everyone. So I'm going to the shop and fucking looking for everything with elemental resistance on it. I played that at 15% volume. Everyone in this house shit themselves when they heard that. So after doing all that shopping, I crafted some new gear with some elemental resistance on it, and it's like, I'm ready to test this out. Of course, I don't notice it at first because I'm not noticing any of the status effects, but you could have just caught it just there. But don't worry, I caught this one just fine.
Wait. I just take no burn damage. He can't burn me. He can't burn me.
For those who don't understand, this is a fucking revelation because it's no secret that most things in the game are not properly explained. Like if you look at the class descriptions, nothing is explained to you. It just says, you do this, you become a dragon. And it's like, what does that mean? What's dragon mode? You know, stuff like that. So we thought elemental resistance was going to be some bullshit. That's why no one has ever built it. Because we thought elemental resistance was just going to be like reducing your chance to get hit by something, but you still get hit by it anyways. Just like Fortress, that says increases defense. But we thought that meant damage reduction. We're still trying to figure that out, to be honest. But this is so groundbreaking because we just realized elemental resistance does not reduce the damage. It reduces the duration of the status effect, and it caps up to 95%, which means 95% of the time, literally nothing is going to happen to you. And I already know what you're thinking. It's a pretty good build in PvP, but how does it hold up in PvE? Well, I tested that. Literally nothing he could have done to hurt me at that point. So then it's settled. Make some more money, grab some more gear, and then go kick some ass, I guess. At this point, I'm feeling invincible. Nothing can stop me. Oh boy, I was right but wrong at the same damn time.
I wish Dragoon was more consistent, bro. That took too much.
So now this is the part where everyone is like, why the fuck isn't this dude dying? And then everybody's slowly starting to realize that a lot of their pets and a lot of their damage comes from status effects, and I completely took those out of the equation. So it's like, there's now no way to effectively beat this person without fighting them head on, but if you fight me head on, I'm always gonna win. So it's like, what do you do against this guy? And they thought, well, what if we go ahead and team up on him? And here's how that went. Now at this point, I'm like, well, let's see how long I can go without dying. And the results are rather shocking. So at this point in time, I have not died yet. I came close, but I pulled through. Everyone's pretty much left the arena because it's like, well, I don't have the build to fight this guy. But there's one person who copies my build bar for bar, and it's like, okay, well now this is going to be a matter of skill issue because guess who the better Dragoon is? Guess what? They switch back on Mage of Light, which Mage of Light players, you have to know how fucking goofy you are. So now, I decided to box with a Guardian, and we're about to see how powerful Vampiric is on a Dragoon. Here are some bonus clips of a test I was doing, definitely not finalized. And this is pretty much the fight that started everything, because this is basically a player from a rank 1 guild, like the rank 1 guild, and he couldn't nuke me. So now we have this legendary fight that pretty much changed the course of PvP forever. what you guys think about the video, because I literally have not done this in like 5 or 6 years.